I am a strong believer in turning passion into profit. I, always trying to inspire people. Oh, you like cooking? You like drawing? You like doing this? You like baking? If you like baking, why not turn it baking into a business? I have a good friend who just liked baking, and she wasn't really a fantastic baker, but she just liked to be baking cake. And over the past 2 years, she's turning that passion into a business. 2 weeks ago, she baked her first wedding cake. So you can easily turn it into your passions, things that you like, into a profit. Now you never know. You could be having your product in Walmart. You could be having your product in Costco. You could be having your product all over. So it's very important to turn passion into profit. And when you turn your passion into a profit, it actually shows to your customer, to your client, that you're actually enjoying doing this. You have so much joy in turning what you like doing and every day into a business.
But not all passions you can turn them into profits. Like the things we like, yes, a lot of people succeed to turn them into profit, but you have to do a lot of research. You have to see the market and see what I like. I like cleaning. Can I make money on cleaning? I like cooking. Can I make money on cooking? And how am I going to make money on cooking? So for when you're looking for a side hustle, yes, our passion is the first place where we can look to turn into profit, but with proper research.
Yes, you are giving a very good point, because uh, when we talk about passion, we're talking about heart. What is inside your heart? But you have to use your brain now. When in order to put actionable plan, that is, your brain has to work. So this is what I like, this is what I love, whatever. But now, how can I move this one to become now is a profitable item? But again, you can have 10, because someone can have more than 5 or 10 passion of item, whatever things you can like football, you like this, you like this. Those are the things. But which one should you start first? Which one should come next? You cannot do all at once. Sometimes, especially with our resources, if we reach at a big place, even the bigger people, they do one, then they come to add another one. Like you can see Elon Musk, he has passion on certain things, but he didn't start all companies at once, but you start that way. But the problem which we face is obvious, the confusion of what we were kids, like, oh, I want to become so and so. This is my passion, blah, blah, blah. You keep growing up. But sometimes the reality is there are these type of bills you have to pay. So, oh, I'm now in America. What pays good? You find like almost every immigrant is becoming a nurse. Do you tell me all of you wanted to become a nurse? Is this your passion? But sometimes, I don't say that is bad thing, but sometimes we go and work certain type of job so that you can pay bills. And there are some people that was their passion. So in the end is there are a group of people, there are people who have taken their passion to profit, but there's some people, they do certain job just because it's a job. So the key issue, usually I tell people, or I just like, oh, I want this advice. Is this your passion? What do you want to become? So then from what you want to become in that passion, as you said, you have to do a research on it. Like, how can you now turn into profit? I can give you just a quick example. For instance, I'm married. I have children. When my son, my firstborn, was becoming 1 year old, I remember it was going to, because he was born on February 10, 2011. So going to 2012, on that February 10, the biggest thing was for me was, what gift should I give to my son that this gift he will forever be grateful and he will remember for the rest of his life? Obviously, I'll have what the birthday cake, I'll give him new shoes, whatever. But will he remember his first birthday?
No.
Obviously, impossible to remember.
No.
What comes to my mind was, why can't you write a letter to your son, and when he's able to read, you regift the same letter to your son? Obviously, I have a passion of writing. So for
Nice.
me, writing a letter was easy. So I wrote the first letter. Whatever, why and it was just addressing like how I like him, whatever his first year, how was it, why did we choose his name, just normal things like normal. That letter I posted on social media. Some people had a very good comments on that letter, blah blah blah. So that was in February. In May 1st is our anniversary. So I wrote a letter to my wife.
Nice. I like
Then
that.
I posted that letter. Then in September is my birthday. I wrote a self letter to myself. That was 2012. But then at that time, I joined the Navy. I was in boot camp. What are you nowadays? They allowed to have the phone in a few days, but at that time, you are not allowed to have a phone. You don't allow to have. You can write letters. So I had to be writing so many letters to my son who is not able to read. Why did I make a decision to join the Navy? Why this? Why did they come from Africa? Why? So I started writing so many letters to my wife, to my son, who was 1 year old at that time. I compiled all those letters after coming from the boot camp and adding other letters and convert to be a book, which was titled A Loving Father. Because then I had a second child, Claire. Claire always is the happiest girl. So I started writing letters to her. I convert to be another book, letters to Claire, which meaning the happiest girl on earth. Then I had another child, Faustina. But Faustina was a different. Before I was born, I started writing the letter before she was born. So it was letters to my unborn child.
Oh, nice.
So in the end, so from the passion about just writing, you have your child, how did I turn it to be profitable? So that one made from 2012, but later I was able to write. Up to now, I've written almost 11, 12 books. So sometimes you can discover certain things and you can improve something you didn't think in years. You come to write a book, for instance. I was planning, oh, maybe I can write a book, but not writing a book. I was thinking about academic because I was more academician. But now, as a father, as a husband, I think there are some things I can share to my kids. I can share to other people. So now I can just decide anytime, okay, let me write this type of book. Let me do something like this one. So every time I'm just writing different type of books. So for instance, you can see here, this was my first book, A Loving Father.
Nice.
And then when Claire was born, later I wrote the book, this one, Claire Francisca, the happiest girl on earth. Then there is letters to my unborn child. Then I wrote so then this is letters to my unborn daughter, Faustina Marie. So sometimes that is some of the things you can be able to start with. That is for me how I started, like, okay, passion of writing, but it was more academic. How I turn it another way. Now I convert to be profitable in one way or another.
That's nice.
That's interesting. Very interesting. So you turn into the love of writing letters to your children into profit. And the great thing about you writing those books will be they will be on the platform for as long as your children's children, your children's generation. So pretty much you are kind of created a generation wealth. So those books will be there as long as they perform well. They'll be there indefinitely.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the good thing, you work on something which you like and you love, so it makes it easy even to sell it, because you cannot sell something you don't like.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I now say, let me write a book about witchcraft. I don't like witchcraft, so even like, how do I sell it? You don't have the passion for that. Yeah.
So it's also something about, if you like doing something, why would you keep doing it for free? You can actually do it and, monetize it, make money, whatever it is that you like doing. If there's the possibility that you can monetize it, I would say go ahead and monetize. You could be anything that you're passionate about. Go ahead and offer that service. And now, instead of offering that service for free, you offer that service for fractional amount. So you're still doing something that you're passionate about, something you enjoy about, something that gives you joy, but at the same time, it gives you some type of income. But at the same time, I feel like you said, nurses, their passion is to be nurses. Their passion is to help people. But at the same time, that necessarily does not mean they want to make money from it. Their joy and passion is to just want to see you get well, care for you, take care of you. So for them, it's not necessarily about making money, it's about the joy they see, they're taking care of their patient. So that also, it doesn't necessarily means turning into profit, but also it's rewarding without the monetary situation.
Yeah, is there profit in another way?
Mm.
Yeah.
And like now, it's very easy. Like whatever passion you have, it take a minute to do your research and find out if that passion can make a profit on you.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
with my Amazon product, I like cute stuff. Like with my glass, when I'm using a glass, I like a glass which is cute, which can last. So I had to go and dig. I had to find out, does this what I like and can sell? The glass I like was champagne glass. That's what I want to put on Amazon. But with my research, it led me to a shot glass. Because yes, I could sell the champagne glass, but would I make money on it? But I can sell shot glass, which people really search, which people are really looking for it and make money. And this product has been good to me.
That's very good. And I see, Khadija, you have your book here on Amazon. How did it come? Was it
So
your
I will
dream to
profit. My
write?
passion is,
Yeah.
yes, that really pretty much started off. I've been journaling for the past 2 years, daily journal, and I created the journal on for myself. So I was using it for myself for the past year or so. Then I spoke to Maria, and I'm like, I have this journal that I just used, and it's a PDF document that I'm using for myself, and I had shared, what it was about. How it's helped me with my daily goals, with my daily tasks, how it's helped me navigate, motherhood, career, family, business. So, one day I was like, why don't you just put that, you should publish it. And I was able to publish after a year of using it myself. I was able to publish, and it's actually on Amazon, and it's right here, and it's doing really well. So as much as I've turned it to a profit, but for me, it's more of, this is my passion. This is what I do every day when I get up. The first thing I do is write down, things I'm grateful for, things I'm looking forward. I'm writing my challenges, I'm writing my fears. So, and what I've found is there's a lot of a community of women and men who go through the same type of challenges, achievement, celebration, and there's a lot of people who like to write things down, like me. So yeah, it's been doing great, and I'm grateful that I was able to put it out there in a platform. It's not just about uh, uh, turning into profit, but also helping people, and it's great. It has prompts where it's encouraged you with your daily journey. It's encouraged you to eat well, to sleep well, to drink water, to exercise, your mental health. So for me, it's more than just about profit. Is more about helping other people with their healing process, or self-care. That's the right word, self-care process.
I wasn't into journaling, but now I'm one of our customers.
Yeah.
I'm one of our loyal customers. I use that journal every day.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I saw her through the process. I saw how passionate she is, and I saw how much time she put down on making that journal come to reality. So we go in the same place. The passion you have, how
Yeah.
you can sell it. She can sell it because she's passionate about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yesterday.
I also feel like it's important, when
Continue.
that's the same thing. I think we were talking about a day ago, 2 days ago, about how you align yourself with the right people. I had a passion. This is my passion, right? And I do this every day. And I really didn't realize that you could actually, this is your passion. And I see, if this passion is available on Amazon, I see other people doing it. Why don't you do it? So I've aligned myself in a community of women, not just Maria, with a community of women. It's like, hey, I really believe that you should turn this passion into something else. So now I attend a coffee shop meetup where women will meet up with our journal, with your laptop to just work and network. So that it's a village where there's a support system. You have your passion, and I can be like, hey, you know this passion, you can monetize it if you want to monetize it, and you don't have to. If you want to monetize it, turn into your passion to doing something. You like making beads, there's people selling waist beads, there's people selling bracelets. So you have really cute designs, so you can actually turn your passion into anything. And I believe that we all have passion about something, and it's really up to you if that passion is for you of just a hobby, pastime, or you want to turn into something else.
Again, you gave a good point. Sometimes the supporting system also helps a lot. And that is what the previous episode we talked about, how the solid network and the people who can make you accountable or sometimes can be able to help you in one way or another. And this brings me to the question, like I've been like, I tell people, or I ask myself, or I ask other people, like the people who are around you, how can someone yourself be able to identify that this is my passion, number one? But again, this is a passion. But again, how has this passion has a real potential to be able to become a business or to become a profitable in one or another? Sometimes, as we said, the profit can be either direct in terms of monetary, sometimes can be in terms of how you see other people succeed or you help other people, but that is still a profit in one way or another. So the people around you can help you sometimes identify what is your real potential. You can be great on something, oh, this is your passion, whatever, but you don't see as this can turn to be something good. If you have a committed and the people trustworthy and who are there for you, they can help. By the way, you have been doing this kind of things every day. You have been cooking. You have this like vending. You are doing this. Why can't you be while you are cooking the same time? Make a video, post on YouTube, maybe create a recipe book, so you can see like you have been doing this kind of thing, but someone else can see like, oh, what I've been doing, I've seen some people can do. So who are people surrounding you is also very important to help you sometimes identify your passion or to solidify that this is my passion, but I'm in a good direction to go to do something in a more professional way, more into profitable way, or kind of that. Sometimes we forget kind of like, for instance, like how we started together. I know each person, what is your passion? Like, I know you are into business, you are into self-care, into it. So that passion, I know, like if we started a podcast, these are the things that I want to align with these kind of people so that you can be able to do. So sometimes your friend or you are someone you know can be there for you to help you to identify or into the journey of discovering like this one is profitable. Let us take it to the next level.
Absolutely. I agree that. I agree. I like to travel. I've been traveling for the past 20 years. And 3 years ago, during the pandemic, I started a travel company. I don't post it as much, which is my, lack of time. I should, but I turn into me traveling into helping other people to travel, helping other people to save money, how they travel, helping family, because sometimes, especially in our community, we see like, oh, you've gone to this destination, it must be expensive. No, it's not. There's a different way of doing this trip without paying the big chunk, the big lump sum. So I turn that into, I like traveling. So I'm like, I want to see you travel. I want to see this person travel. So I turn that into a passion. Is like, okay, this is my passion, traveling. Let me just start a business where I can be a travel agent, get people flights, get people accommodation, get people trips all around the world. So you can turn into your hobby into the things that you like as a business.
I'm a giver. I like giving. So even with my kids, like I like giving them a gift. So we decided to start a gifting business out of the love we have giving gift to each other. Say, okay, we need to spread this love to other people because I like seeing how people excited about when they see somebody make effort to make them feel special. So with my gift business, I'm like, okay, we can spread this love to other people out there. But then I went back to the same question. What kind of gift is it gonna make me money? So I ended up landing to a closing gift because yes, I can do Christmas gift. I can do Valentine, but means have to wait for Valentine to come for me to make money, or I'll have to wait for Christmas for me to make money. What am I going to be doing during the rest of the time? Then I go back to the same thing. My research said, okay, if I do closing gift, people are buying and selling homes all the time. Or if I focus on the company gifting appreciation gift all the time, I'll be able to do something with it. Then I went with that.
Yes. Is for me also is this is passion. As you mentioned, you have to do a research on that. Not because it's my passion. I block everything else. I'm following my passion. Like, okay, you might be your passion is to have animal keeping, but you like more pigs. But when community where there are Muslims, you cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be like, okay, this is my passion, but let me do a research on how other people have done marketing, whatever, all those kind of things. Like, okay, is this what I'm going to do? And sometimes you have this kind of passion, but do I need also to go a little bit further, not only just to jump in, but can I also go to school for certain things or getting certain type of knowledge? I have to expand my knowledge. Yes, you like cooking, but do I need to take a special type of class to elevate myself to a certain level? Oh, let's say my passion, I want to do YouTube videos about, let's say, about traveling, which is good. But what type of videos is good? Should I do vlogging? Should I take short reels? How do you take a good reel? So you have to also sometimes you have to expand your knowledge on your passion too. So it's not because of a passion, you block everything. I'm following my passion, just no. So there are certain things behind it. Okay, let me do a research. Let me do expanding my knowledge. Let me know how can I navigate these kind of things, either through studying, through learning from others, through advising. All those kind of things are helping for you to be able to reach what you want to. Some people they can even create a business plan on certain things. For me, I like cooking. Why? First of all,
See?
number one,
we should have your cooking meal pack. And
just
I'll
let me give you the funny story. Okay, so
you should.
at our home, in Tanzania, when we were growing up, it was a must. Men and women, you must cook. You don't want to cook, get out of our house. That was the condition from our
I
parents.
like that. I like that
So
principle.
washing dishes, cooking, whatever, it has been the same for everybody. When then I went to junior high school, obviously I was renting an apartment with other people, so we are cooking every single day. Go to the university, obviously you eat at cafeteria. Come to America, I cook every day. So even I'm giving example right now, 90% to 95% of food at home, I'm the one who's cooking.
I
And
like
it has
that.
reached a point
I
for
love
me,
that.
even I travel when I go to Tanzania, I go to any country, I have to say in NBB because I have to cook myself. I don't have to eat it so much in the restaurant. That what type of oil are you using? Did you put like what I want? Like there are so many things I like to cook my own food. So at one point, I said I have to cook I have to create East African food, like the restaurant. But before that, so I even started like I started creating a recipe book for specific African food, but without using cooking oil. Because for me, I cook everything. Like you cannot know I didn't use cooking oil until I tell you that. But people are using like, oh, if you don't use cooking oil, it's just bad. There is a way that way. And when I was in the Navy, I went to school to become a professional chef. So I went up to that level. So at one point, I want to create a restaurant. There is one Kenyan who has a restaurant in San Diego. I was in San Diego at that time. So I was talking to him. He told me like there are certain challenges, but if that's something you want to do, you can do. What you can, if you want, you can come 1-2 days, whatever you want. Just come here from morning. You see how the operation works. He was a very nice person to allow me to do that. I was there. I went there for 2 days. It was good business, But the problem of that one, you are 100% involved in the business to the extent you never have your own time. So you have to wake up at 6 in the morning, whatever. And when you talk about African food, you don't have many people of that knowledge. So you have to create everything, like you have to train in certain stuff. So there is a certain challenge. And when you're a small business, you'll be so much involved in your business. So that one, it was not a good model for me at that time, is you have still young children. So it is difficult to have that one at the level I want. So if I have to start, you have to start a certain way. It has to be like a franchise or something like it will not making me like I have to wake up at 6 until 6 in the morning up to 9 p.m. I'm still there. I cannot do other things. But at the same time, I have other passion I can be able to do. Still, no matter what, I'll come to do that type of restaurant, but not at this time. So sometimes I say, like, it's a passion, it's something I want to do, but again, is it the right time after doing your research? So after doing your research, I say, no, this is a good thing, but at the resources I have, my lifestyle I have now, it is not the right time to do. Let it stay there. I'll come to do another time. So sometimes you have to be realistic into your passion.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think we all follow Gary V, right? Yeah. And you know his story about how he started. He started as selling wine. And look how from selling wine almost 20 years now to now he's a major digital marketing person. So also following your passion might lead into other things that you were not even aware that you're capable of. So I very much believe so in following your passion. So you could pretty much have channel into things that you could never think that you would do, but because you are following your passion, that passion will lead to something else. Painters, people who paint the house, they start as painting the house. Oh, sooner or later somebody's like, oh, can you help me? I'm remodeling my house. Can you change my carpet? Are you able to do this? So you're doing these small things of repairing. Later you have your own construction company. So it takes a lot of discipline, hard work, and you have to love what you're doing.
That's very true. Like I had I like going out with my kids all the time, and I was posting, but I wasn't monetizing it. So like when I was talking to Khadija, I was like, people are making money on content creation, and I'm always outside because I have to keep my kids busy. And as a stay-home mom before, I was bored. So I always look for something to do outside, something new to go outside and do. And then, okay, I start looking. I'm like, okay, yeah, people are making money. And she was sending me stuff. You see, this person is taking video. They're doing this. They're doing this. And then I start researching on it. I'm like, okay, so I can also go outside with my kids and have fun. But at the same time, I can make money on it.
Yeah. Anything you do, you can find there is a way.
There's a way.
Yeah. Kaji, you mentioned about Gary V, and I remember some of the oldest videos of Gary V. The one he's just like talking about like next big thing, whatever. I said, this guy. So I want to show you a funny thing. My old videos, how it was back then,
and how you are now a pro.
Oh man.
You had hair?
Yeah, he had hair.
I cut my hair because So
you had fro.
I was just like Michael Jackson, and this was short here, still remember.
You are joking.
This was like you're talking about 14 years ago.
Wow.
This is like technically this I didn't do it. So this is my first video like recording. So I'm just saying, like, you didn't. I didn't know.
So pretty much, you've been a pro doing this scholarship stuff, doing this, immigrant.
So I didn't just start. You see, like this. Yeah, I didn't know where to put the light. At that time, there are no cell phone with the camera like recording. You have to buy like you didn't know where to look at. Like I'm giving an example. Just this is me, like my first YouTube video.
Wow.
You see, okay, but again, if you look, still the oldest, you still learn like how to position. I didn't know, like this, like
you're absolutely right. Like you and me and Maria, this is all new to us. and it feels weird. We are in this stage where we actually talking about podcasts. So talking about in a podcast, talking about things that we like or things that we enjoy, things that touches that things that, you know, that we share with each other. So this is also is kind of turning, you know, passion into profit, but not necessarily profit, but we're starting a new chapter that we have no idea, no train, nothing, but because we like and doing what we do, me and Maria has been having at least, if not daily, weekly meeting, either by phone call or by FaceTime or by video call. So we've been doing behind the scene. We meet up every week to just discuss what's going on with our own life, our own businesses. So, you know, maybe 14 years from now, we'll be looking at this and cringing like, oh my God, this is us like 10 years ago. So,
Yeah.
I like this.
But now this is the new.
I mean, you have
like
to
you
go.
Yeah.
You have to go.
No, but the reason I cut my hair was because I joined the Navy. That was the reason.
Okay.
That was the
Okay,
start.
so
Like,
it's
I have to
time
cut
to
my
cut
hair
hair,
short.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
but like from that way, like I was doing this one, and this is what I tell people. Like sometimes they just jump. Like I'm starting today. This is my passion. About this one, I want to start my YouTube channel. I want to get money. There was no money at that time. Like you're making these videos, whatever. And even now, there are no money per se coming from YouTube because YouTube still doesn't pay a lot. But how now you can scale to get money from the same passion? So I can give you an example. For instance, like now, this is just I'm giving example. Let me show you some of these pictures like here. This one was last year in Tanzania. Like I posted on my Instagram or my YouTube. I'm having a meeting in Dar es Salaam, and on this day, remember, Yanga was playing the final in Dar es Salaam. It was raining, but still, there are so many people came that day to attend just to hear me. This is like I'm just saying, like you can see how many people came, and in the same day there was a final for Yanga playing in the final. Still it was raining, but how many people came? At this point, you see this is how it is. If you go like even some of the years before that, still some people I had so many events before that. Let me show you some of the events. This was 2022 October.
Wow.
And now I don't need to pay whatever. I just okay. By the way, I will be here in Dar es Salaam. I'll be talking something. People are coming. This was in Zanzibar. Yeah. So you can take from there. Now, if someone like wants to have a meeting with me, can come here, book appointment, 1 hour, $100. I'm giving example. So it's just like you want to like someone kind of that blah blah blah. Someone wants to for me, I want to apply for scholarship. So instead, like I don't know how to apply, you pay me, I go to do application for you. You want to go to the visa interview. I don't know how the interview goes. I want to, so someone pays you, this maybe $50, $100. You give the guidance. So sometimes the money doesn't come right away, and that is the big problem about people about passion nowadays. I'm not talking about it
because we want the money now.
Yes,
I want
to reach today. I want the money next month. That's the problem. People are, I'm starting this one. How many views I'm getting? How much money I'm going to make? No. Passion, you can do your passion like even for 5 years. The money can come after 5 years. So EBM today is not today, but my first blog, like posting online, I said in 2007. I was at the University of Dar es Salaam.
And I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I just thought maybe we started during the pandemic 2022. No. I didn't even know all of this.
Yeah, so it has been a long journey doing that, posting online. So for me, yes, now I can get money, but helping someone was the key issue. Like before even the money, the first time I put like you started paying me for this service was 2022. After 15 years of doing for free. So if previously, if someone wants to want a meeting, let me have a time, I call you, I answer all your questions, I respond to everything. Oh, you get me to American citizen, let me fill the form for you. I didn't ask you for money. So for 22 years, for 15 years, I didn't use that one. So sometimes the passion, it can take certain point. If you really want something you enjoy doing, first of all, the purpose, I help it, but also now, usually say like even a mouse or a rat who lives in the church is the one benefiting eating the Bible in the church. So I have to benefit now from what I'm doing, because the camera I'm using is expensive. It's a $4,000 camera. The lens I'm using is $5,000.
But people don't understand.
This camera I bought.
But people don't understand your passion was helping people.
Yeah. So
I was saying people don't understand that your passion was helping people, and in a long time now, you're monetizing, you're getting profit with it. But also, people also have to realize that you helping people is not free. It's not free. You are doing all this recording, time consuming. You need the technology, so you can monetize it within reason. But your passion at the beginning, 14 years ago, was to educate people, was to help people, was to guide people. So as the time goes, you've turned into your passion into profit. What's his name? Bill Gates. He was a programmer, right? Before even Microsoft became Microsoft. So he was a programmer, enjoyed what he was doing, and eventually that turned into profit. So I'm up for it, all for it.
But people are missing a point. Like when you're making these videos, you have to do research behind the scene. You have to put your time. Yes, you are charging. The people who are providing it for free, but for free, the information they're giving, is it a quality information?
No.
So you're doing so much stuff behind the scene, which at the end of the day, yes, you need to charge for your service.
For instance, like was in August. I have laptop and I have 3 monitors for computer, whatever I'm doing. So one of the monitors stopped working. So I had to buy another one. So I went to Best Buy. They say, oh, this one is already dead. You cannot do anything. So they have to recycle it. So I had to buy another one, like $300. The newer one, it's here. So I was behind there and changing the battery like last week or 2 weeks ago. And guess what? One of that money, the newer one, fell down. And because I had like these kind of like things, other gadgets, and the screen, it has a crack in the middle of it. So instead of I haven't bought the newer one, and I haven't used it for over 3-4 months, and I refused to take the insurance because what will happen to this one? So I could just have that $50 insurance. I could have my new money. So now I have to go to buy the new money. So behind the scene, there are other things they have to do. But apart from the gadgets you have to buy, but I have to take my time from my family.
Yeah.
You see, like you have to get over your family. You have to do whatever. Like smaller things, like you're talking about this microphone. You're talking about $100 and above. You take this. Like, there are so many things like behind the scene. So yes, you can finance your personal passion, but in one way or another, find a way on how it can also help you down the road. Like, is it going to solve a certain problem? You see, kind of that. If it's solving a certain problem, okay, let's benefit from that problem too. When you are solving down the road, you get paid in that way.
How would you encourage somebody to follow their passion and turn into a profit? How would you encourage somebody that's like feels like, I don't think I can do this, I don't think this is good enough, I don't think I can make money from it? How would you encourage somebody that is self-doubting themselves?
Yeah, that is a very, very good question. For me, number one, usually the first question is to ask, is this really your passion? If it's really your passion, are you able, I'm giving an example, to starve yourself? Are you able? By starving, I mean like, can you accept to grind? Like, I'm giving an example. Let's say, are you able to work extra hours just for something you love, like this one, without getting paid, without getting the money, without whatever? If that is the case, so there are ways you can turn that one. But number one, I usually encourage people is don't put money as something first in your passion, because you'll be disappointed. I've seen people, they come, oh, my passion is writing books, but the passion is not writing books. The passion is you want to make money through books. So if that is the passion, you write a book and no one is buying, that is the problem. So I usually give this example. You have a child, you love your child very, very much. Yes. If you post your child on social media and you get 2 likes, are you stopping loving your child? No. So the same way as passion. So the passion should be there, should not go away because just someone made a comment over there on social media, or someone is doubting you, all those kind of things. So what you need to do is, this is me, this will never go away. Find a way on how you can scale it out. Do a research, finding friends, finding network of people are doing similar things so that they can be in a position to give you a guidance. You cannot do like we were talking, like you cannot do everything by yourself. Even myself, I usually watch some other like Think Media, whatever. How do they excel their videos? Like, if I watch Mr. Beast, not like I'm going to do video Mr. Beast, but what are the techniques on how to do public speaking? You watch Gary V. How are you going to do? So you have to keep yourself into the friends.
Learning.
What are the social media of learning? Yes. What are the social media accounts do you follow? You want to become best YouTuber, but all your videos is about dancing. Like dancing, like you listening to music, Burna Boy. Yes, Burna Boy is good, but is Burna Boy music to watch Burna Boy music on Instagram, on YouTube all the time? Will it help you? So you have to make sure all your resources are directed towards your passion. That's what I can simply say. When I met my wife, the thing I told her is, yes, I will be the husband, I will be the father, but I will continue to be eldest. So there are 3 people here. So I will never stop, because when I didn't have much of the YouTube, I was more blogging. So I will never stop doing blogging. I will never stop. So there are certain, this is part of me now. So you have to accept it. Because let's say, even if let's say I'm single now, Beyonce comes in, I want to get married to you, but one of the conditions, you never do any YouTube video, you never post. That's not me. Like, how am I going to survive? You never write a book, you never do this. So there are certain things, like no matter how much money is there, that's you, is defining you from inner yourself. So that's like I said, to encourage yourself is just like dig deep down. Is that you? Or you just, because you saw someone posting a video about you traveling, now my passion is traveling, but you don't like traveling. So that's what I can simply say that way.
And now it's easy with social media. Like you don't need to do too much to do your research. So whatever it is, I like doing hair, I can do hair. Is this what pay right now? Is this what people need? How many people are they looking for somebody to do their hair? If it's 0 in my state, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And then after that, I find out this is what people are looking for. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I can sell. Can I build a brand around it? And where am I going to sell? How am I going to sell? And since it's your passion, it's going to be easy because you don't have to convince people. You're going to be doing it with happiness, and everybody you see, they will see how much you're into it, and you'll be good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The passion. I mean, like I'm giving, I remember when we were growing up, you are told you have to become a doctor, you have to become so and so. But that's not what you want sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'm very much thankful to my family and my parents, because at the time I had a dream to come to America. I was 15 years old, 16 years old. Like, well, first of all, I was 14 going to 15, because I was in primary school, almost 5th going to 6th grade. And at that time, we were talking about 1994, 1995, no internet, no whatever. Like, someone just to be from Tanzania, someone is just in another country like Burundi, someone is overseas, like, it's a big deal. And the dream was, I'll go and live in America. But the support around me, they didn't say it is impossible, you can never do that. Mm-hmm. The more I was growing, yes, there are so many challenges they give you. Do you know if you are there, you will not eat this one? If you are there, there is this one. So whatever they tell me, it was not for the aim of not going. these are the challenges you might face by thinking about there. Are you able to survive? For instance, I was giving an example because there was one doctor back in that 1990s in my hometown Kigoma had married a foreigner who was not a Caucasian, but we assume he's Caucasian because he was kind of like a Filipino or whatever, but looks like a more Caucasian, so we assume that way. So, oh, I'll marry a Caucasian lady and I'll live there. So down the road, that guy divorced with that lady. So if you say I'll be like Dr. Dango, it's oh, first of all, you divorced, you like, why do you want to do the same thing? So I say, oh, the reason is they got divorced because at that time there was no washing machine, there is no nothing. So you found someone from certain world in Kigoma, you wanted them to start doing migebuka samaki, the fish, and the other things like washing clothing. Like so, at the beginning it looked fun, but the lifestyle was not compatible a little bit with certain things. So I started like figuring out what the mistake other people are doing. Oh, Barack Obama, his father was from Kenya, but whatever. Oh, but what is the mistake did he do? He came there, had a child, and then went back to Kenya. You graduate from Harvard. Why can't you just teach another university here, stay with your child? That was like for me going on, like learning other things. So for me, the challenge is when I'm going there, I'm living until I die, and I have to deal with my family. Yes, I'll be away from my loved ones, my parents, and my siblings. But that's the life. Is you can be away from one city to another city in so like. I like when someone can give you a challenge, not discouraging you. Like, okay, this is your passion, but you want to do this one. Do you know if you start like on YouTube, you need to know about doing thumbnail? Do you know you need to have a good microphone? Do you know you have to make sure that before you go there, like for women, you have to do makeup? Like those are the things like someone has to challenge you, not say, oh, you with the way you dress, you want to do it is impossible. Not it's impossible. Give someone a challenge so that they can go and find an answer to overcome. Kind of that. Like, yeah.
But that's the thing. A lot of people, they don't like to be challenged.
We're so comfortable in our own, we are so comfortable with the things that we know. It's like you don't want to try something else. So you think even if you try, you might fail. And I think we're all scared of failing.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a project, I'm doing a marketing research right now. I sent to Khadija. I know if it's something else, she'll say no. And she'll find something else for me. And I have like a cycle of friends which are like that. So sometimes a challenge is good.
Challenge is good. And sometimes, like you say, you pass it around to your inner circle. It's like, hey, this is my idea. And what do you think? And we all come back with the feedback, and you're running with your feedback thinking, okay, should I go ahead? This person give me A, this person give me B. You know, how can I navigate A and B to combine to be A plus? So it's durable. And I think sometimes also we are scared of sharing our ideas.
Yeah.
To people thinking like somebody's gonna say, oh, that's a silly idea, that's not very smart idea, oh, you're not gonna be able to do. Also, that thing is, oh, don't do it, that does not make any money, oh, that does not help. Everybody's doing that, why would you want to do it? Okay, everybody's doing it. Everybody sells burger, but all the burgers, the all different chain, they are, they're doing great. So just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean that you can do it. You can't do it. So you can do it, and yours can be better than anybody else that's been on the market. So it's that fear of trying, and that fear of, people would say, don't do it. Oh, the naysayers.
That's why you have to surround yourself with people. If you feel like you cannot tell your friends something, just know you're in the wrong cycle of friends. Start afresh, find new friends who will encourage you and support you to go. I have a friend who likes skincare. Like, she like trying new skincare. She can go to the store just to buy new product. You know what she did? Now she's influencer on skincare. She's getting a lot of product from Korea, from UK, for her to make video for them on skincare. But that started as a passion of trying new things for her skin, and now she's making money out of it.
Oh, my favorite person that I watch a lot is the Aroma of Zanzibar. She likes cooking.
Yeah.
and she cooks. She has YouTube channel. So sometimes I just go put the YouTube channel. I just watch how she does thing, her recipe. I'm pretty much sure she's turning her, passion into profit too. But that's her passion. And I've been following her and watching her YouTube for so many years. So I like, wow, she can do this. And I feel like there's so many people that have different type of skills that they could put their skills out there and then we could all celebrate or we could all learn from them. So that's one of my favorite channel in our community, watching her turning simple recipe in something like, and she actually inspires me like, oh, I think I could cook that. Oh, let me try cook this today because of her. So you could be taking your passion can also inspire other people to take a leap and do things that out there comfort zone. I'm not really a good Swahili recipe a cook person, but I like food. I like this. So when I'm like, you know what, today I think I'm gonna cook this type of dish because she makes it so much easier, so much simple. But at the same time, I'm watching her YouTube, and guess what? I'm helping that person her, I guess, turning passion into profit.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
another girl who like home decoration. Her name is Rose. She
Oh,
started decorating her home, but
oh,
now
nice.
she's getting brand deals for decorate Christmas tree.
I,
And
I
now
believe
she's doing staging for people.
she's doing a stadium.
Staging, home staging.
I like that.
But she started just posting video of her decorating her own home.
You
There is
see?
one lady in Florida. She became a millionaire during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
What she used to do is to do the pumpkin decoration for Halloween outside her house. Very, very good. So when pandemic came, many
Oh,
people so what she did was she started a business. People have to order 2 months in advance for her to know how many pumpkin you need, whatever. So you put all your budget. She comes to do decorating your house because people didn't want to go whatever. So she comes, she brings come to decorate you in front of your house there, Halloween, everything. So up to now, each Halloween season,
she's
she
busy.
makes over $5 million just for Halloween alone.
And she's
So she's
resting for the rest of the year.
yeah, she's working from August to take the order up to the 1st October. Then from there is just decorating starts. So she doesn't take order from there. After that, I don't know what other things she's doing, but she's making over 5 million. So they featured her one time on the TV, explaining how to start their business into the passion of decorating her home, in Halloween. Now she moves doing that.
And it's like that prime example because there's always somebody looking for some type of service in that. As a lot of people want their house to look good during the holiday season, but they don't know how to go about doing stuff. So she's providing the service to people that want their pumpkin decoration outside their house to look great. But at the same time, she's has $1 million brand now. So
Mm-hmm.
turning into passion into profit, absolutely.
Last most likely in the month of November, what I did was I wanted to add some new things. Like we were talking about, you have to do a research, even if something's your passion. So yes, I'm making content, but most of the content I've been doing, you just stay there, you make the video, whatever kind of that. But I wanted it to branch out on certain type of things, a certain set of videos, but I didn't want just to jump there. So one of the things was I have to make audio videos. Like you record the audio as a voiceover, and then you play videos when you are talking. So after doing a few videos of those one, I sent it to people. Okay, what is your opinion? And even when I posted there, are you okay to watch these type of videos, noticing my face? So people say these are very good. Sometimes, yes, there are so many content, whatever coming up, but it helps. Not every video comes, you must be one person on the front of the camera. So that is helping. Now I know that will be another type of content I'll be doing. And another kind I've tested doing vlogs. You can be talking for maybe while you are walking, whatever, for 30 minutes. People, whether in live or not live, people are also like those type of content. So Again, even if you have this is a passion, don't set like this is what I need, or like for instance, you are used to cook. I'm giving you example, this type of meal, I'm not supposed to learn this other type of cuisine so that I can add something. So every time you have to grow, you have to find a way to still expand yourself. Scaling in the long term, how are you going to scale out? Not like because this is my passion, I studied this way, it has to be that way for the rest of your life. No, you have to keep growing. For instance, like you grow up before the social media. Now there is TikTok, Instagram, whatever. How do you scale in those particular way? So sometimes like now the videos that are this way, there are videos this way. Like how are you going to navigate? So you have to keep learning in order to stay in the game, to stay with your passion and
You
be
have
able
to
to.
learn, you have to evolve, and you have to keep up with the market.
You have to keep up with the market. You have to keep
Yeah.
up with the trends. We have to keep up with anything and everything that's going around. I probably say this year I've been kind of scared to take more challenges or put myself out there. And I'll have Maria's like, look, you do this all the time. You should do it. And I'm like, Maria, I just felt like I didn't want to put myself out there. And when I told my family I'm going to be doing this podcast, they're like, you're going to put yourself out there. You're not scared. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, I enjoy doing behind the scene. So once I take the fear of, being out in the public, I should be fine. I like fashion. I like jewelry. I like looking nice. I started a brand of jewelry last year. But I've been promoting. It's on Amazon, it's on Etsy, it's on TikTok shop, it's on Instagram shop. I have my own website. It's all over the platform. But I think also I've been not promoting myself at the business as much because I'm still like in the little bubble where I'm scared of, it's a passion that I have, and I have so many great idea of things that I want to do going forward, and different product, handbags, this, bringing that, but I'm being scared of putting myself out there. So between me and Maria and a few other friends, we were like, we got to be intentional. Gary Vee did not become Gary Vee just because he just stayed, wine in New York. No, Gary Vee just said, you know what? I'm going to do more than I'm doing. So I think going forward is we have to evolve. And sometimes we're so scared of evolving because we feel like, I've known Maria as Maria, and now, Maria's going out with her kids. Maria's pointing, since when? That's that thing. That's not her. Like, what's she trying to be, who she is? But we don't understand that there's evolving, right? This, right, has been evolving for how many years, right? We are on iPhone 16. We are not on iPod Nano anymore. We are not on iPhone 1, 2, 3. This has been evolving. So if we don't evolve ourselves, we're not going to be on the level where iPhone is, right? iPhone has evolved over the year, and every year we have something new. So why can't we evolve? Why can't we rebrand, or why can't we grow and bring something else every day? Maria likes glasses, right? We're looking right now, we're working on looking for some more pretty, glasses for her to have for the spring summer collection of our stuff. So why should she stick with the same glasses that she has? I have my jewelry, and I have just introduced more styles. So why should I stay with the same thing that I've stayed over the last 4 years? Like you've been doing your YouTube, right? Now you're doing your podcast. Why can't you evolve? So we should all be able to evolve and grow, and as a brand or as an individual over the course of lifetime. We go to school, we get our bachelor degrees, we get our master degree, we get our PhD degree, we get our certification. So that's also part of growing as a person, as an individual. So I believe in, your passion turns into anything and everything. The people who cooks on YouTube, a lot of them getting brand deal from Walmart. They're getting brand deal from Wegman. They're getting brand deal from all these different because, here, use our product for the recipe. So it's one of those things that I am passionate about. And I think going forward for me and my, our children generation, I think we should encourage it more and support more that mentality of African children to say, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be this. No, our children should be able to do
That's
that.
the real good one. That's the real good one.
Yeah, for you pointed a lot of good things over there, and I wanted to add some few on that. A special currently, I'm talking about more currently because there are so many resources. But one of the things, like when we start our passion, let's say you get your tax return, we put your budget, you have the money here. Sometimes we jump without doing research. I'm going back with the research. Instead of starting slow with a good research, and what resource should I use? Nowadays, there are resources have been divided. There are free resources, and there are resources which are premium, you have to pay. Before you jump in and start, I'm giving an example. I want to start with a very good camera. I want to do this one. I want to do this one. Does what you want to do require that equipment? Because sometimes we are passionate too much to the extent you lose common sense. We put the money so much, you buy so much stuff to support your passion, but deep down you might not use them. For instance, one person wanted to start a YouTube. She has a YouTube, but wanted to grow her YouTube channel in a serious way beginning of January. So the good thing is she was so smart. She asked me, what equipment do you recommend? I didn't just say, these are the equipment. I said, what do you want to do? Because if your videos are outdoor videos, the equipment will be different from if they are sit-down videos. If your videos are revolving, jogging, whatever, you need equipment which can stabilize the video. So you see, like, what do you want to do? You have to know specifically. This is my passion, but doesn't mean that I can go right now and buy anything because it is a camera, because it's a phone, because it's whatever. So we have to find what are the resources. You want to sell an ebook. First of all, what are resources should I use to publish? What are the resources should I use someone to do download it to sell? So there are so many things we have to figure out in that particular areas.
You have to invest in yourself.
Exactly, yeah. Without that, you end up just having so much disappointment. Oh, I did this one, but no, I don't think it's my passion anymore because you spend so much while there are free resources, a lot of free resources. You start like, oh, I'm starting my YouTube. Let me hire a graphic designer. Let me do this one. Thinking that next week I'll start getting the money. But why can't you go and use Canva? There is a free Canva, even if there is spending $10, $12 per month. So like, instead, like, go smart into your passion. Oh, like, oh, there is a StreamYard, there is a free StreamYard, there is paid. Do I need to have paid now based on what I'm doing? Or let me start with a free one. After a month or two, let me go on this one. So those are the things people should pay attention to.
Absolutely. Can you pause for a minute? Entrepreneur and having children at home. I'm waiting for mine to knock on my door anytime. I said I need to buy a sign in my office door.
Yeah, there is no sign like on air.
Yeah.
Did you pause?
We are now back.
Oh,
I don't know.
Edit that. Yeah.
You are passionate, like, yeah, with passion, like, that brings that to another question or another point. How do you explore and encourage the passion of your children? Because sometimes we think about ourselves, like, this is my passion, blah, blah, blah. But do we, when we see the kids, this is their passion, do we encourage that? Do we give resources around that on their passion?
Mm-hmm.
If I, like, for instance, like, for me, I know if I give, I bought a camera, was not good, but we are planning to get another. Like, if we give a camera or phone, like, to record Claire and Faustina, there's something else. Like, they are enjoying, like, what, like, they talk like, welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, they talk like YouTubers, like, they like to be in the video, they like to be on the phone, but their brother doesn't want anything about even taking a picture. Like, if you take one picture, like, you can take 6 months to get a good picture of him. But for them, any single minute, they are ready. So how do you, like, work around? Because sometimes we forget, look, these their passion, and we want our dreams to post them.
I am being intentional with my daughter. She likes taking video. right? She likes doing her little video. She likes doing her little self-care. Maria always tell me all the time, she's good at what she does. So I'm being intentional as by the end of the day, she has a YouTube channel. I'm being intentional to set it up. But for me, I'm encouraging her passion. By me, I'm making it more for her. Have fun, right? I don't want it to become a chore or career or what it is. She likes playing Roblox. Have fun. She likes to create her little video on Roblox and put it on a little private TikTok page. Have fun doing it, but I'm going to be more intentional, encouraging that space. This is what you like doing. Do it. And as long as I'm guiding her and I'm being, she's safe doing the things that she's doing, I'm definitely up for it because I feel like I am probably one of those people that don't really have skills. I don't know how to do hair. I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know how I don't know how, there's things that, some things women know, like you can do your own hair, you can do this. I don't know none of those because as a kid, I don't feel like growing up that was pushing to explore my skills. It was more of, oh, don't worry about it. We'll take it to the hairdresser salon. Somebody will do your hair. Somebody will do your nails. Somebody will do this. So for me, I'm being intentional with my child, especially my daughter. Whatever she likes, let her explore. She's a very good actress. Very good. She can sit here at canvas. She can paint from scratch. So I would have, painting for her, canvas for her, whatever it is that she wants. I try and explore with her, doing anything that she likes. Encourage her. She likes reading books. She's done with a book. I'm the one that's supposed to help her find a graphic designer to do the pictures in the book. But I guess I need to be more intentional to finish that with her by January. So she does stuff, but it's more of we have to encourage, support, but also for me, I want to make it have fun doing it, but don't become as a career unless you want to take your career. Even if you want to take it as a career, have fun doing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Those are the things like sometimes we forget, and especially as immigrants, like you come from different culture, different lifestyle. Now the world is changing, like to soft skills, like services, like certain things, work from home, but these things we are not there now. Nobody wants to go. Some people don't want to go to work in the office. Like for me right now, telling me go back to the actual physical office since 2020, mainly from January 2020, I haven't been inside the office. Like I'm working from home. So I remember one day I was like, because I stopped working as director for one NGO here, May 2022. So before resigning, one time we were supposed to go to the office to do something. We were still working from home by 2022. So we went with my daughter to the office. So she asked, did you get a new job? Because since she was born, because she was born in 2019, and then the COVID started, so she doesn't know anything. She doesn't remember anything. All the time she sees me, I'm working from home. So why do you go into the building to work in the building? So like for her, like she's 5 years old, and since 20, I'm working from home. So she doesn't know anything. Like, okay, the life. So now, even like the new kids nowadays, they are going to be used to find different types of career or jobs or their passion, which will be related from work from home or having independent lifestyle contractor than being to the actual physical office. So that is something we are going to see. Like, okay, nowadays, well, this play video game, but not play can be able to be drawing. If I'm drawing, can I sell something from online, from my home, whatever? So those are the things we'll be transforming down the road as we see, and we have to find a way to encourage and support our children on that type of journey.
So if somebody asks you, like, I want to turn my passion into profit, what are the steps you would advise them?
The steps, yeah. So if you want to turn your passion into profit, these are the things I would tell the person. Number one, try to identify what is your passion. This is deep my passion. You can have more than one passion, but then put in the order of priorities. Number two, you have to do a research. And that means research that do I need, first of all, this passion? How can I transform this one? How can I leverage free resources to keep on this passion instead of jumping, putting the money down there on those kind of things? Let me find a network within my area, like the people I know who are into this kind of things. Or can I go and look more into online? That will be second. Then you have to build your skill sets and your knowledge on that passion. You have to take to the next level. So there are some people, their passion is to analyze sports. So you have to take to the next level. Like this kind of analysis is different from talking as a fan. So you have to separate, like you have to build your knowledge on and your skill set on that particular area. Then you have to create a plan, whether it's a business plan or project plan. Like this is what you are going to do. Like, okay, maybe for these are realistic goals, and with this time frame, and this one plan to, so I'm talking realistic in what sense? For instance, when I'm starting, for instance, if you are starting a YouTube today, I'm not telling you my goal is to get maybe 500,000 likes. That is impossible because it's not you forcing those people to like, but you can have a goal that I want to post 200 videos in a year. I want to produce high quality audio and videos on this particular whatever. I want to do 2 videos on this topic. Those you can control. So have something which is actionable. The goal is attainable. But you cannot say, I want to, the person who is watching my video must like. You cannot force that. That is person's reaction. Then, for current situation, you have to find to leverage digital platforms. How to use the social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, all those kind of things. But there are other like tools like going live. What are the free resources? What are the platforms you can use to sell your digital products? Kind of that. So those are the things you'll be looking. But the other thing you have to look is how are you going to overcome challenges? You have to think about, I'm going, like people say, I fear to jump in on something, but find a way how to overcome these challenges. But something can be good challenges, some can be critical, like just the trolls or people just like they have bad intentions, whatever it is. But you have to find like how to overcome those kind of things. And when I say to overcome challenges, but sometimes, what if you become famous? How are you going to act? Are you going to change your behavior to look like a brat or not?
That's powerful.
But the last and important thing the other thing is, if you are going professional, find some structures, legal structures. Are you going to create a company on that instead of just doing like randomly blah, blah, blah? Is a YouTube? Are you going to create a company, LLC, based on that one? Branding. How are you going to do a branding? Is it branding based on you, or is just you want not to appear on the picture? Most nowadays, the companies, a person is the one making a brand, and people are buying because of certain person. People buy iPhone because it's Steve Jobs. They don't care about any other thing. So there are certain branding, like somebody makes certain type of brand, those kind of things. But what is the long term? And by long term is, how are you going to keep evolving? Don't stick to one thing, like the same thing, keep expanding, finding different ways each year, grow, all those kind of things. But the last thing I will tell someone, no matter what, try to be true to yourself. Don't create multiple personalities. That if you are on Instagram live, you pretend to be this nice person, but someone meets you in person, you are a jerk because you are famous. Oh, give me something. You know who I am? Who are you? You are just a normal person. Like there are those people, like they have just 1,000 subscribers, but how they behave on public, you think that these people are Cristiano Ronaldo. But just don't, if like the way you act, I don't say like yes, but what someone is expecting from you, like you are a nice person, be a nice person. You are this, how you talk, keep that way. But don't have this accent online. You, in person, you have different accent. Don't be fake in general. Try to be true to yourself. So those are 8, 9, 10 things, whatever I mentioned. Like if you want to turn your passion, there are things you have to pay attention. Those are the things, if you use them, they will help you a lot. But overall, having fun in what you are doing, that will be the key, instead of stressing out every single thing. Like, oh, one person didn't like my video, there is one bad comment, there is this one, like you go and start crying. No, just enjoy. No, even Jesus Christ was beaten and people killed him. So you are not the first person to be criticized. They will criticize you. Life should go on. You are not special.
I want to top up on branding, like whether you're making money, a lot of money, million, or you're making 1,000 or $100. Like once you put a business, or once you put on whatever niche you put, you are a brand. Whatever you say, whatever you do, who you align with, it has impact on your brand.
Very, very true. I
I
agree.
agree. I agree because one little thing can damage your brand. That's why you see a lot of company when a celebrity or their brand ambassador have done something crazy on social media, they're quick to drop that person. Or you see the stocks and share, something happened, the stock will just drop because of something that happened. So that's a very valid point.
And people, you might say, like, my business isn't successful. My business is at the beginning stage. This will not impact me. Yes, it's not impact. What if tomorrow you succeed and be Elon Musk? People will go and dig and say, oh, this person did something in 2020. This person did this and this. Whatever they say is going to affect your brand.
I can give that perfect example. There is one kid who was in junior high school, whatever, growing up, is a fan of LeBron James. So tweeted bad things and like dissing Kobe Bryant. Guess what? That kid became a good basketball player, going to college, and was supposed to be drafted by the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who is the top in charge of the Lakers? It's Kobe Bryant. You cannot be drafted to a team if the key star doesn't want you there. People started, oh, you said this about Kobe Bryant. Now are you going to be teammate with Kobe Bryant? So the kid had to go to apologize in person to Kobe Bryant in order to be drafted to Lakers. So like you say, like, you are small, you never know what is going to be up. So what you say, yeah. For me, I have one principle. Whatever, for instance, you are going to turn on the camera, make sure you're in the good mood. Don't be in the crazy mood and you go live and start yelling and going to crazy people. That's number one. Number two, if you don't have something good to make on your comment, don't start there and wake up in the morning and you say, oh, this Zuch is wearing that. Who is the designer? Why that is ugly? Why is it? Do you need to say that? What are you going to benefit from? If you are doing that way, guess what? Maybe you are a fashion designer. 5 years to come, 10 years, Zuch is going to Grammy, and you were supposed to be the person designing. Will she give you the deal? So there are certain things like the way you comment, the way you go on, like on your videos, whatever, like kind of like it's a different story. Like building a brand, you can destroy within a minute.
Internet never forget.
I believe we should all be careful what we put out there in the cyber world. The cyber print stays in the years and years and years to come. People would go on your X account, people will go on your Facebook account 20, 30 years from now and screenshot something that you posted or you say back then. So we all have to be mindful of what we say, how we say, who we say for, and just spread love.
I have one principle. Another principle is what you find on the Google search is what you put into Google search. You are the one who's putting there. So you post it on Instagram, you post a certain comment, whatever, they record. So if someone searches you, they're going to find it. So if you put positive energy, positive things, if they search Ernest Makuli, oh, write a book. He has these kids. He has this one. Like, but if you were there, like you are, even if I don't agree, let's say I don't agree with a certain politician, do I need to go there and use bad words for that politician? No. What if one day I'm supposed to be ambassador? You see, the problem is like it's disrespectful. Like those are the things like you have to know. And you are not allowed. You are allowed to criticize, but what language do you use?
Yeah.
You can say, I don't agree with this person's policy because it's making inflation or it's causing war. But do you need to go into attack personal mode, which in
No.
the end, somebody is coming, you are CEO of this company. Why do you have this bad mouth? Like, you can destroy the entire thing because of, yeah. So whatever you decided, like, this is my passion or whatever I want to do into this one, remember the digital world is where everything is now, but we have to learn on how to be good into the digital platforms so that we can keep our brands. But our passion, when we say we turn to profit, let's not make it our passion turn it into destruction of our life, because sometimes we can be destroyed because our platforms, you build a platform on destroying others or into putting bad comments, whatever. So you cannot even like cannot associate yourself to that account, because if someone knows that this is your account and this is what you are saying, who are you again? Yeah. So
it costs zero to be kind. Like, it costs 0 cent to be kind. And sometimes you never know, the person on the other side of the screen needed some kind word or needed somebody to show them, like, you can do it. I remember when I was doing my Amazon research, I didn't know Khadija was doing the same thing. And like, I was in the middle of overthinking, stressing myself about doing research on Django Squad. From nowhere, she called me. I'm like, hey, she's texting me. Oh, there's something I need to show you. That time was the right time, because it was a time when I was more stressed on the product I want to put it in there. So her phone call for me was the best of my day, because I needed it. I needed somebody to come and I'm okay, this whatever I'm doing is the right thing to do. Or somebody else is also putting time and effort to research something. So kindness equals 0. You never know what people need to hear.
you have nothing to lose by being kind.
Yeah.
And you have a lot to lose by being a jerk.
I
A
believe
lot.
Yeah.
your
And
energy
sometimes
and your
people need
spirit.
people to believe on them.
Yeah. Your energy and your spirit will always send you people who are good for you or have good intention for you. So
Oh, yeah.
how you put your energy out there is what you're going to get back. And I would tell you, this year, it has been one of the most blessing year for me, because I've had great things from all over, like random stranger, friends, family. Maria has been uh, on my toe every day, like providing me with good things, information, support system. Is like, send you you do this all the time. You should do it. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing this? So I believe also your energy and your presence and how you respond to other people, or how other people respond to you, is what's really going to make us evolve, and how kind you are to other people. It doesn't cost anything. Me and Maria started Swahili Women in Business. It's been challenging, right? Because the idea is to get the Swahili women in North America together. Like, let's unite somehow, somewhere, to see how we can support each other, how I can be of help, how you can be of help. We've come with a few like, nah, I'm not interested kind of thing, but still, we're not giving up on that, because we believe that it's a really great opportunity for us to network and for us to support each other's business, support what people do, and for me to learn how, if I know somebody in my community or my friend circle that needs something, and I know somebody in my Swahili society doing it, I can send that person your way for you to help. So it's you gotta just be humble, be kind, and be open to receiving and giving.
And like, Swahili is not about us trying to benefit or make money out of it. We try to sell on the website and on the social media. So when we sit on our side, we saw how social media can be powerful if you can get a proper platform. So our goal was for us to give spotlight to all women in business. We started like women in business, but before then we say, okay, we're gonna do all Swahili business, because we got a good support from men, which was not our
Yeah.
intention. So men was the yes.
Yeah, we got a lot.
They
I
had to
think
make
we
us
got a lot
involved. So
more
thank you,
men.
brothers.
Yeah, we got a lot more brothers supporting the effort than more the women, and that there we go again. It's like the support system. We are giving you the platform. We are giving you the support system. We want to support you. We want to celebrate you. But oh no, it's like, but then I'm circle back to you 6 months in line. I'm like, sis, I don't see any progress that you've made for the 6 months from the business that you're doing. Had you allowed yourself to open the door for this togetherness, you would have been so much far. We would have exposed you. So to be determined, but we're not giving up.
And
Yeah.
we found a lot of women's, like we found a lot of Tanzanian Swahili women's who are doing business. Like there's one girl in Washington, I think in Maryland. Her name is Maria Clementine. She's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
But on the side, she has a product which she's selling. And she came with her product line of Maria Clementine. She has Tumblr. She has a lot of cute stuff, and they're very durable. So
And
there's a lot of people which we found on Swahili. It's not like you want to give them something, but just give them a spotlight. They put a post, you go and comment, you go and share the post, you give them access to your influence.
And I am from Maryland. I'm from Maryland. I didn't know who she was until we started this platform. So imagine that how many people in Maryland, they might not even know aware of her, or are they aware with her, but they don't know, they're not aware of what she does. It's like how many wedding party celebration people do. Why do I have to call somebody else where I can find Maria Clementine to come and do the makeup? So it's like, if we put each other on a platform, on the map, I believe, like we say, we will grow we'll grow tenfold more than we are growing right now. Because right now it's like we all have our own passion and ambition, but then if we can all align together with those passion and ambition, I think we can be so much powerful. The same support system we see at a West African community, at Spanish community, at Indian community, at Chinese community, we can have the same support system in ours, but we really have to be willingly to say, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith. Let's see how this goes. Even if it does not work out for you, but at least you're giving yourself an opportunity to grow bigger than where you are.
Like I do personalization on my other side. So like there's always when I'm looking for design, sometimes I design myself. Sometimes when I don't have time, I could go on Fiverr, I could go on Etsy to find somebody to give me to do the graphic design. But through Swahili, I was able to find Pandora Design. She's a Tanzanian, by the way. She's great. Like I can send a picture at night. I'm like, can you work on this? You'll be like, okay, I'm gonna have it for you at 8 in the morning. Wow. So like there's a lot of people who are using their passion. Yes.
There's a lot of people out there, and I feel like we need to be more supportive. We need to be more like, there's so many Tanzanians who own business in the whole North America, right? And somehow, somewhere along the line, you're gonna want to change your logo. There's something you need graphic design. So why were we not using her? They're probably because we're not using her because people are not aware of it. People don't know her. People don't want to support the page. People don't want to follow. People don't want to like. People don't want to comment. Also, some businesses don't really want to be put on a platform. I'm like, why? Like you want to be put on a platform, so you want to go from your 10,000 annual income to 100,000 annual income. Guess what? When Swahili women supported, I have friends that are not Swahili. When I support and like and share somebody else, how do we see other people's posts? It's because somebody else liked or comment, and it just appear on our feed somehow. So I would like for us, our community, to do more of that, so we can, like generation wealth, we can create things bigger than we've created, previous years. But it's not about me, it's not about Maria, it's about us. And once we take away, oh, it's Maria started, oh, it's Cash started, once we we can all benefit from this, right? Because if we can all benefit from you, and why not?
And another thing, people can have the same passion and not being competitive.
Yes,
we can win together, because there is something like, okay, my passion is this and your passion this one. We are not supposed to fight.
No.
We can do our own things, or we can collaborate, but it's still there is no way like I have to drop you down so that I can stay up. No, we can all go up, or we can come together and all go up as a group. So there are those kind of things. People like, one of the challenges, people like, okay, so I'm doing this one, and you are coming to do the same thing. It has to be, you are entering my business. No, you don't own the passion like of something. No, you don't own that. You don't have the like, okay, because I do immigration, any person should not do immigration. No, I don't own immigration content. No, any person can do. So either I'm not going to be obstacle to you to succeed, or if you want me to collaborate with you, or I want you to, we can collaborate, or each person can do their own thing, but not like dropping, going to beef because we are in the same industry. No need. So those are the things.
We have like I see we have a lot of people who have healthcare industry, healthcare business, and I always wonder, do these people that has healthcare company, do they actually reunite at least once every 6 months, 1 year, to discuss the new policy, the new guideline, how they can take their business from A to B? It's not about taking your client. It's not about taking my client. It's about how you collectively share information that you guys, I might not know about information, you might know about information, but if they join together, I think they'll be more powerful as everybody being by themselves. So I'm always wondering, when people are in the same industry, do they actually have joint collaboration where you exchange idea, you exchange what works for you, you exchange what software work for you, exchange what program work for you. I would like to think there probably some type of network within this industry I'm not aware of. I don't know, but I don't know anything about it. But I would like to think that behind the scene people do network, and it's not such much of, oh, I'm in the same industry as you. Oh, you're cleaning, I'm cleaning, but you could be cleaning the office. I'm cleaning the housing. You could be cleaning the school. I'm cleaning the movie theater. I'm cleaning business. But if we get together as people who own cleaning company, what product do you use? What vacuum cleaner do you use? What software you use? How do you market yourself out there to get more building to trust you? How do you market out? How do you go about getting a contract with school? So I can use the same principle Maria's used to get contract from cleaning schools. I can go and clean a movie theater or businesses. So I would like us to collaborate, exchange ideas, and maybe it would be something of more of, other than we do that. We are good at doing that anyway. We do that when we have weddings. We do that when we have baby shower. We collaborate and unite to throw a great wedding, to throw a great event. Why can't we do the same thing to help each other to grow as individual businesses?
Whatever area you are, like there's a lot of niche inside that area. Like I'm gonna give example in real estate. There's a lot of good real estate from our side, from Tanzania, from Kenya, from Congo. Like, and there's one girl here. She's Tanzania. Her name is Maureen. Maureen, she specialized specific in investment properties. So like you're looking to buy a home, which you're going to put as Airbnb or short-term rental, Maureen is a person you need to go to, because on our social media, she even show like the numbers or how you're going to go about it. And so for some people, she even go ahead and help them how to settle their investment properties. But I believe there's other real estate who are selling homes. They find people who want to go and invest. I think it's going to be good, like when people like, oh, this client need investment property. I'm not in investment property. Instead of taking to a big company, let me send it to Maureen because this is her area and she's good about it. I think that's what we are missing. I hope like there's a way people are, there will be a lot of money to make out there.
And once somebody bought that property, Maureen is aware of somebody else that does renovation. Okay,
and she invests herself.
Let me put you through to this person that does painting. And that person that does painting is like, oh yeah, I know, I do painting, but I don't do floor. Let me get you to somebody else that does the flooring. Let me get you somebody that can, remodel your kitchen. So I think we're missing out that networking in fear of, just because Marine Sales is a realtor and you're a realtor, but you're a different type of realtor, you're a different type of clientele. So we're missing the networking aspect because I feel like, oh, she's going to steal my client. No, baby, she's not going to steal your client, but she might even bring you more clients. She might even bring you more business your way. Maureen might be doing a real estate investment, right? A property investment, but then it might be somebody else that is doing corporate type of building, right? Somebody's looking for corporate. I contacted my realtor regarding a property, but that property is not a residential, is corporate office. And he was like, oh no, I'm not able to do this, but I'll help, but let me send you to somebody else. So I hope that it will be a way where we can be more open. And I think we should really we should stop being afraid, because I think the goal is creating financial wealth and generational wealth for all of us. So if we join together, I think we're more powerful as collectively more than individual.
That's very, very good. Do you have anything before we conclude? Anything to add?
I'm going to add something okay, we all have passion, which we want to turn into profit, but I see a lot of people are missing out to leverage on social media. Like now it's very easy. Whatever you have, yes, you can start small, you can scale small, but it's very easy to sell on social media. It's very easy to advertise, to market yourself on social media. Okay, my passion is to cook. Let me see what can I cook, which people are looking. Okay, if I want to cook now, I'm going to go make vegan food, because there's a lot of vegan are looking for vegan restaurant they cannot find. If I can make vegan food, I'm going to set a brand around vegan food and go heavy on social media, make sure I make posts. I align myself with people on social media who are going to take my vegan food business to the next level and make sure I do everything necessary to protect my brand. Yes, it's my passion, but this passion, I'm going to turn it into a brand. This passion, I'm going to make it into successful business around my brand.
Yeah. For me, as you mentioned about, you can start small, but also always stay consistent. And you mentioned like try to leverage the tools which are around you and the communities around you, as we are talking about having a strong, solid network. Also, you have to embrace the challenges you might face. And you always remember that every successful entrepreneur at one point was at this particular stage where you are. The biggest problem we are having is to wait, oh, I will start tomorrow, I will start tomorrow. Take your first step today, no matter how small that step is, because it can be a step of starting with doing the research, step on starting a logo, step on doing something first towards to turn that passion into profitable or into the business. And there's one thing they say, profit follows passion when action meets opportunity. Profit follows passion when the action meets opportunity. So always, yes, don't put money first, put the passion first, take the action, but down the road, it will come to pay you. Any last word, Kaj,
And
before we end?
My last word will be, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't, no question is stupid. No question is not smart enough. No question, like, do not be afraid to ask for help. It could be as simple as, hey, I know you have this. There's people that are not tech savvy. How do you create a logo? How do you get a logo? How do you get a website, right? Don't be afraid to ask for help. I might not be the best person for you, the question that you asking, but I might know EBM that would be able to direct you. So my thing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to start. Start slow, start small, start slow, but start doing it, because I feel like times wait for nobody. So don't be afraid.
Thank you so much. And for me, I would like to thank each and everyone, first of all, my colleagues, but also the people who are tuning in to our podcast, Beyond the Map podcast. We ask you to like, subscribe, follow. We are in all social media, Instagram, go to Twitter or X, go to TikTok, here on YouTube, everywhere we are there. So please Keep supporting us, share to other people. If there is a specific topic you want us to cover or you have questions, drop on the comments. We'll go through the comments and respond to you. Thank you so much, each and everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.